That is, just so you know, the remote cold calling job is bad. It is not better than serving, money-wise.
87th Tribe with 25 bucks. Hey, Nick, thoughts on Volkswagen dealerships? Just landed an interview for tomorrow. Are there any important questions I should ask during the interview? Appreciate the help. P.S. Should I wear the money tie or casino tie?
No, do not wear it. Don't even, no. Wear a tie. Don't wear a cheesy tie. Wear a solid color tie. You should wear a, what are the, grenadine tie. Guys, wear this tie. This is the new style tie. Just wear a tie like this. It's called grenadine. So the Volkswagen lineup. So just be really interested in what makes a good, what's the best, used Volkswagen, right? It's probably, what's something they can't keep in stock? And I would guess it would be the Atlas. Used Atlas, like highly downtrodden. And then what are the cars, like obviously, like don't worry about this, like the GTIs and all the specialty stuff they have. Who cares about that stuff? I don't care about Golf Rs and all that crap. Don't be concerned with like this crap. Don't walk over to the coolest car in the showroom and be like, I'll sell one of these. It's like stuff. What your concern is, how do I slam these $212 Jetta leases down people's throats? What kind of money is Volkswagen giving the rooftop? What are some plans that Volkswagen has to move cars in an otherwise stale economy? What is Volkswagen doing to not get their ass kicked by Nissan or Toyota or Ford? So, oh, cool. So what I would guess is that the Tiguan lease is attractive. The Jetta lease has always been attractive, right? You don't sell Arteons. Golf Rs, I don't, $45,000 for a Golf R. Yeah, I don't care. It's got Porsche parts. Yeah. Yeah, the Atlas used is a good price. The reason why it's 7-passenger and it's 38 grand, right? Starting, but obviously the one you want to. So that's what you should be concerned about is the body of the business, right? And then what makes a really good used Volkswagen? Again, I don't give a shit about these cars, but people do. So what's the used one? You probably can't even give these things away. So what are you doing to get rid of the cars the electric cars that you're stuck with? What's the plan? Asking the manager you're basically asking the manager questions that the CEO is going to ask him. Yeah. How do I sell 20 cars here? How much does your best car salesman here make? I've never met a Volkswagen salesman that makes a lot of money. I'm just throwing that out there. So, what's your top guy make? What does he sell a lot of? Is it fleet sales? What's his deal? Volkswagen doesn't have a lot of fleet offers. So, that being said, but that's what those are the questions I'd be asking. You're essentially interviewing the GM as the Volkswagen CEO.
We got Charles Lindquist with $30. Hello, Nick. If I was in Rhode Island, I would take you to dinner. I was recently offered an investment opportunity for mobile homes, refurbishing and flipping. How much do you know about this market, and how big is the risk?
That doesn't sound like an investment opportunity. It sounds like a guy with a redneck idea, and it sounds like he's going to put it on your back. That's what it sounds like. What did the guy say? Like, I'll buy him, you fix him up, and then we split the profit. Is that the deal? Those things are going to come along to you in your life a lot if you're handy. That being said, could be okay. If you live in an area where land is being gobbled up, mobile homes in short areas are. I don't know, man. I don't like getting sized up like that. I'd feel like someone's putting something on me on that. I would smell around a little bit. How do we make $1? We sell it for this. How much money do you get? Okay, who buys it? Who lays out the cash for the upfits? I do everything, and then when I sell it, I have to give you half. Why? What do you do? It sounds like someone does nothing, floats small amounts of money, and then gets paid lots and lots of money. So that's what it sounds like to me. I'm just throwing that out there. What do I know about it? Not much. RV repair, fix up, and whatnot. Cool, but RVs are falling like the dickens right now. I mean, literally, the first thing to go, the RV, the boat, the jet ski, the snowmobile, that stuff. That's the first thing to go back, and I think we're on the downside of this mountain. So that being said, that's my 2 cents.
Richard H with $25. Hey, Nick, got a remote sales job, cold calling and 100% commission based on appointment set. Could be super profitable. I'm 24 and tired of waiting tables. Any advice on handling objections and closing?
Cold calling for what?
He just said remote cold calling job.
Good luck, buddy. That's the hardest job in the world. Assume that they want to keep you on the phone. I sold mortgages over the phone when I was 15. Okay, I used to cold call off a list. I used to call little, like, old people. There would be like leads list from New York City and from the banks, and I would call people and say, "Oh my God, you're in a 7% loan. Let me refinance you." So I did that a lot. I was really good at it when I was 15 and 16. I would say that they're, it's a little slimy. It just doesn't. I got to know a little bit more about the product, man. You got to tell me something about the product. That is, just so you know, the remote cold calling job is bad. It is not better than serving, money-wise. It's not. Those jobs are pretty low-paying sales jobs. It is a nice place to cut your teeth and learn how to use your mouth, but it's bad, buddy. I'm just being straight with you. I don't know what the product you're selling is.
Guy doing cold calls is for solar panels.
I'd rather die.
Do I go for a Honda dealership then?
Yeah, I would. They're laying off, man. I there are a couple of kids who kind of stay in touch, sales guys that got jobs. They're laying off like 45% of the sales. Like, they're trying to go remote, and they're trying to, like, they bring in sales teams of like hired guns. If you become good at that, you get put on like a team that gets put on like a team, and you get dragged with like basically if they have like 400 of you motherfuckers out there like solar, and then one of you guys will sell a ton of them. Sean, he's the best. He gets put on another team, and then he goes a part of a big team. That's like it's like farm league for salespeople. If you're just tired of serving, I would rather see you in a car dealership than doing that, 100%. And yeah, Honda. Pick your brand, pick your poison, what you can talk about passionately. But yeah, it's gonna be better. Those jobs are tough, bud. Real talk. I mean, they're commission only. You know, you go through a bunch of training. You waste 6 months of your life figuring out that the job absolutely sucks horse.
Yep. Nothing.
No, I'm not good.
We got Alex, $25. Hey Nick, just started a job in phone sales. I've done sales before, and honestly, it's too easy. End goal is to finish my bachelor's and get into med tech sales. Any advice on how to invest to make the money, to make the most of the money I make?
Just honestly setting yourself up properly, getting your bases down, having a good accountant take care of it for you, setting yourself up really well. Honestly, I would invest in a good accountant. That's really my newest thing. Go to the biggest, have your taxes prepared by a real firm. Get your shit in order. Get your shit streamlined. Like, pro-level accounting and tax preparation and stuff like that is your best friend. It does exist. Fully, legit, totally legit companies that are stamped and paying for those services, and getting yourself in line will open up your eyes even more than anything I can say on here. Yeah, if you're good at phone sales, I know guys that make the phone sales and car sales are like kind of, there are dudes who make pretty good money selling phones. I get it. People buy phones, man. It's a necessary evil. But that would be high yield savings accounts. You know what I mean? Not trading, just slow, good investments, peeling off. If you can't really save for something, like if you're not saving for a house and you're not going ham, just having your money sitting in the right places, and then spend the time loading up your IRAs as much as whatever your flavor is, but basically just kind of investing it, whatever you feel like, Bitcoin or Roth IRAs, however you want to do, maxing out your contributions and that match, taking your company match and all that shit, using it as hard as you can, taking their free 4% or whatnot, even if it's just that small amounts. You put it away then when you're young, and then you got money sitting there for you when you're old fart, not that you can touch or do anything against, but you can definitely leverage against it. So I would do that kind of shit. But yeah, dividend stock portfolios aren't what they used to be, but you can definitely do that. I mean, there's probably methods on that, but yeah, you can do a Marcus account with Goldman Sachs, get you 4.5 to 5.25%. But yeah, implementing your credit card, your revolving debt properly, not buying stupid cars or getting yourself over leveraged, taking care of your general health and well-being, investing in yourself, your body, and like that. So getting yourself straightened out. I wish I did when I was young, and I didn't deviate. I think that if you're young, if you're getting into it young and you want to set up like Roths and investment accounts, go for it. I just think it's boring. I was always doing houses. At my time when I was 20, the houses were hot and I was buying them and I was flipping. I was making some money, so you couldn't tell me otherwise. You know, so I was right out of the get-go. But my friends who kept their IRAs and 401ks and whatnot, they're sitting on a nice chunk of money when they're older. You know, they don't have to worry about their retirement, where I do. Real estate is not a, you know, real estate after a time, you have to take care of the property and whatnot. Owning a portfolio of houses is not no work.